Let's look at governance, risk, and compliance. And again, the overall point of view here is that of understanding what governance is, but this is also referred to as GRC, governance, risk, and compliance. Governance is broadly defined as the rules that run the enterprise. Okay? Governance can include charters, it can include mission statements, it could be the value proposition, okay, the overall product or service, or both that your company or organization offers. It can also include policies, standards, and procedures. The goal of governance is to think about, a sailboat, okay? And you're gonna sail up and down the coast of somewhere. You're gonna set your course, right? Set the course and the control of your organizational operations, initiatives, and activities. The security strategy, again, is a subcomponent of governance, and it's going to be the basis for the implementation of effective security governance. Some of the features of security governance is 1, to document all compliance requirements, 2, to develop a risk register. And that's going to be an actual documented spreadsheet, for example, or it could be a front end to a back end SQL database. It could be, an in-house design program, or you can actually purchase software to create the risk register. And it's exactly that. It's a list of all established risks at every level of your organization, okay? So you'll also create a repository of audit findings. That repository of audit findings, when you find a risk, that will go into the risk register. So this audit will be historical audits, but you'll also have ongoing audits, okay? And gap analyses. Another feature of security governance is to document and track compliance and remediation initiatives, for example, like GLBA. And then document on all stakeholder interactions and related workflow reporting. Let me take a minute here to kind of further define what a risk register is, okay? It's a complete list of risks for the company or the business or the asset or even a project, okay? So you can have a risk register that's on a project-by-project basis. Each risk in the register is typically described in a short and concise manner. Then, using some type of standardized process or schema, it'll be categorized in terms of factors like the potential consequence of the risk, the likelihood of the risk, maybe a priority or a ranking on a scale of 1 to 10 or 1 to 5. What risk controls are you going to put in place? What risk barriers are there? What residual risk is there? Classification. What are the actions that are in place now? So, for example, are we in the process of putting in EAP TLS for our endpoints, okay? And then, reviewing who's the owner of that particular asset at risk. There's a number of free templates available online. So if you look at project management sites like PMI and Prince2, you'll actually find some risk register documentation. Some of the deliverables of information security governance would be aligning your strategies, okay? And this is, again, early on in the life cycle. So alignment of your corporate strategies. Whether you're a nonprofit or a for-profit business, you have a strategic goal. So governance is going to align those strategies. How are you going to manage risk? And this often involves what methodologies you're going to use, okay? How are you going to deliver your value proposition? Product, service, both, okay? How are you going to optimize your resources? What performance measurables are you going to use, okay? These are all decided at a high level with governance, maybe with steering committees, okay? Do you have an assurance process or a certification process that you have to go through to certify and accredit programs or process integration with your business, okay? And then alignment. So let's break these down just a little bit more, okay? Starting with alignment, okay? Alignment is linking the information security with the business strategy and the delivery of the value proposition to support the organizational objectives. For example, security requirements and solutions in the form of controls and countermeasures. It also could include investments and acquisitions. Then management, okay? Performing the proper measures to mitigate risk and lower the impact of negative events, okay? It has to be lowered to an acceptable level of your residual risk based upon pre-agreed or agreed upon risk treatment and risk handling. Performance measuring is done through effective monitoring and reporting on an information security process to make certain that goals are met. Establishing meaningful metrics, having a measurement process to analyze gaps effectively, identify deficiencies, and enable the independent assurance and audits. Then, coordinating assurance functions involves ensuring the roles and responsibilities when it comes to accreditation and certification. Now, we're actually going to dive deeper into some of these frameworks, but I want to make sure that for the exam that you have a solid understanding of it, being able to explain these frameworks. So, for example, SABSA, which is Sherwood Applied Business Security Architecture. Okay? It's a series of integrated frameworks, models, methods, and processes used independently or as a holistic integrated enterprise solution. With SABSA, we're going to focus on enterprise risk management, information assurance, governance, and continuity management. And it's widely used in enterprise security architectures. It's also used in individual security solutions. So we could use SABSA in our BYOD implementation, for example. And we're looking for something that gives us seamless integration and alignment with other frameworks. And SABSA gives us that. It aligns with TOGAF and ITIL and DODAF and ISO 27000, NIST, and COBIT 5, which brings me to COBIT 5. COBIT 5 is a business framework for governance and management of enterprise IT. It provides audit and assurance to manage vulnerabilities and ensure compliance, risk management, which means evaluating and optimizing enterprise risk. COBIT 5 helps you oversee and manage InfoSec, information security. It helps you stay ahead of regulations and compliance initiatives. And it helps you align your IT goals to a strategic business objective. COBIT 5 allows you to maintain high-quality information to support your business decisions, achieve strategic goals through the effective and innovative use of IT. It also allows you to achieve operational excellence through reliable, efficient application of technology, allowing you to maintain IT-related risk to an acceptable level. It's also good for optimizing the costs of your IT services and your technology. It'll support compliance with relevant laws, regulations, contractual agreements, and policies. A couple of others that we're going to talk about later on in this live lesson series is ISO IEC 27000, and there's a huge list of some of the most popular publications there. And then there's NIST SP 800-53 Revision 4. ISO IEC 27000-2016 is an Information Security Management System, an SMS, an ISMS actually. And it's commonly used and it's very well known, okay? And a lot of the information that you're gonna see on this CASP exam does come from NIST, okay? From NIST and also CIS, two real big sources. You need to be aware of these. I kind of listed out some of the more important ones here on the screen for you. So the ISMS itself is 27000-2016. 27000 is an overview and vocabulary. 27001 is the requirements of information security management systems. 27002 is a code of practice for information security controls. 27003 is information security management system implementation guidance. 27004, Information Security Management Measurement, and 27005, Information Security Risk Management. And that's a key one, especially when we're talking about the content of this particular lesson. NIST SP 800-53 Revision 4 is one of the most comprehensive updates to the NIST Security Controls Catalog since 2005, its inception. It's a more holistic approach to information security and risk management. It provides organizations with the breadth and the depth necessary for their security controls. It allows them to fundamentally strengthen information systems and their environments. And the main purpose is to provide guidelines for choosing and specifying security controls for organizations and information systems that support executive agencies of the federal government in order for them to meet FIPS Publication 200.